Yo, what is happening, guys? It's your boy Sandals here, and today I've got a special thing lined up for us. We are doing something very special for the World Cup, where, as you guys know, 4 years ago I started my journey at the World Cup, doing predictions and punishments every single day during the World Cup. Well, today I got something better. We are doing a football podcast called Sandals and the Flip-Flops, where we'll be discussing all the rounds that are happening in the World Cup, and we are also going to be discussing who we think is going to win, who we think the Golden Boot's going to be, and any stories that come out of the World Cup there, we are definitely going to discuss it on this podcast. We'll be releasing once a week at least, so yeah. Everyone, let's introduce ourselves. We're going to start with you over here.
Hey gents, my name is Tabo. You may know me from Confessions ZA.
Whoa!
What's up, guys? I'm Dylan. I'm the clown in the group. You won't know this, but on my Empress Palace card, it's my name and it says Abran. So I'm Abran.
Abran, okay.
Hey. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Instagram Jolly here. Black Never Crack.
Hey! Guys, it's me, Karina Hari. You may know me from Devon.
Awesome. How's it, guys? I'm Warren. Referred to me as Was, but yeah, short and sweet, eh?
Like yo, what's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Sonic. Yeah.
Do you want to plug your album? Just
I'll see you. Here's your boy Sonic.
Hidden feeling.
As you can see, guys, the one thing that makes us different from every other podcast is football journalists talking about football. We have all worked or are currently all video analysts for sports. So we're just working with stats constantly every single day. We are the voice behind the sport. Now we just want to put it a little bit in front here. So that is why I decided to start this podcast here. Yeah. So let's go with. Let's start with the first topic here, guys. So you know the World Cup starting on Sunday, and yeah,
Big things.
big things, yeah. So the big question is right now. We know all the groups. All the squads have been announced. Everything has been done. Some people are still doing homework.
Deducted.
But yeah, so I want to know from each and every single one of you guys, who do you think is going to be the winner of the group, and who do you think is going to be the runner-up of the group? So I'm going to give, and if we dispute with each other, we're going to shout you, Mos. Okay, right, yeah.
Friendly?
Yeah, okay. Frankly. Okay, so I'll start us off there, so just to ease us in, alright? Yeah, so I'm just going to discuss it. Group A, I think Netherlands is going to win the group, and then I think Senegal is going to be the runners-up in the group. Okay, cool.
I got the same.
I second that.
Okay,
I got the same.
You. Are you guys
The
there?
thing with Senegal, sometimes it disappoints. How many times do they always have star players? All World Cups. This is not the first time.
They won AFCON though. They won AFCON.
Yeah, but even last time, the last World Cup, they qualified. Star players. The whole team's always made up of international players.
Yeah.
And they never go far.
So you have a point, but then at the end of the day, you can't write them off because of what they just won and the display that they've shown us. So.
The only thing is, if Mane wasn't playing in for them like it was originally supposed to be, I would say I would be questioning that decision a lot. But since he is going in the squad, I don't know if he's playing the first game or the second game, but he is going to play a game at least. So that could be the difference. That one game he plays could be the difference between them going out or them finishing second.
Yeah.
That's my opinion on that.
No, that's good. Yeah.
I still say Senegal to go through.
Oh,
First place.
just putting out the negative.
I've been disappointed in that, so I just want to make sure this time go Senegal.
Honest with you, I've got Netherlands to win the group, and either Senegal or even Ecuador to show us up.
Which one?
Ecuador.
Which one?
Yeah, which one? Can't say all.
Ecuador, fine.
Ecuador is not a bad team, right?
For
They're very good. They play with flair.
They have
There's some
Quadrado
passion.
And Quadrado and
Quadrado.
And that's about it, bro. That's all really. I don't know.
It's like 38.
What they come to in FIFA with his hair on, but it's fine.
He's not going in 54.
So which one? If you're going with inside,
Probably
Senegal.
Senegal. That will be for me. So we've practically got everyone's got the same, yeah.
I think some groups are easier to decide than others. Other groups we might find.
Then again, this is the World Cup, eh?
Anything can happen,
Hey, bro.
exactly. Except South Africa qualifying. So yeah, that's it. But anyway, let's move on. Alright, Larry, tell us your group B here. Let's see if we disagree.
Group B winners. I don't think anyone will disagree. England, obvious. Okay, we'll get into it.
I want to listen
And
to
then
this.
runners up, I went with Wales. It's a little bit tougher. I think all three of these teams are garbage, to be honest. But I think Wales will be the runner-up.
Okay. I disagree with that. I think USA are going to pull through this time.
USA.
I think so. I think they're gonna come.
Adams from Leeds.
I think
Don't bring that name back to me, boy.
That
would be cool.
That guy, that guy that used to play for Man City.
Yes.
Is he not there?
Turner also, Arsenal's also there in USA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think USA won't have
He's also there.
like a chance because of Pulisic. Hasn't been in top form. He was a key player. He's a key player.
When he's
But
playing
one
for
day doesn't make the team.
If Harry Kane wasn't in the English team, would England perform?
Yeah, they won the World Cup with that game.
Most definitely.
That was when?
They've got
1966?
so many other
Oh.
players other than Harry Kane.
We
No,
got
but
a lot.
Pulisic
They can play the
was-
quiet strike.
I understand. Someone or something.
I think Pulisic is a great player, and if he's in the American team performing in top form, I think we'll far.
I think the same with Wales though. They, for me, they have 2 or 3 players I can name there. They can also name 2 or 3 US players as well that I can think, okay, cool. Wales has Bale, Ramsey, James. And then USA, they definitely have all the lead conglomerates there, and then they bring in some other guys from there. I mean, that part there, we all agree England are there unless something very, very wrong happens.
It doesn't take much.
I got a look from here when I said England top. So who did you say?
No, I put them there.
So then,
But you know England, because also, come on, Wales is also there. You can't just write them off. You can't just write them off at all.
See, the thing is, it's the World Cup.
And it's the World Cup.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. That's okay.
this podcast is sponsored by Anything Can Happen.
And Colgate.
The one I think with England, the one thing that's scaring me about England currently is just one of those things where, one, they don't have a squad where you can say, okay, here when they play defense, you know who's going to be there. Obviously, when it comes to soccer, there has to be some sort of synergy
But the problem is, I also think with England is, I think getting through this group stage for them will be easy. I think that'll be easy.
Yeah.
When it comes to the knockout stages, though,
Yeah,
I know
that's
everyone
tough.
says
That's where the
everyone
competition
says that Southgate has got a very good record in the knockouts, which he does, like even that. But it's winning those things. It's
Also,
winning those knockouts.
let's just talk about their path moving forward for them to even win the World Cup.
So they would have to essentially, if all according to betting odds go like according to plan, which it never does, but if it does, right, they would then go on to
Here
play
comes the
Senegal.
stats for you.
Okay, then which isn't easy, but I think they can do that.
I think we'll beat them.
Yeah. Then they would face France.
Yeah.
It's a bit tough. France's midfield is whack this time, but we'll get into that anyway. And then Portugal, and then obviously Argentina if they do make it.
England
to
has
the
no
final.
chance.
So
Why?
No
There's a
chance.
chance.
I don't think they're
There's
gonna
a
make it.
chance.
Even in the group stage, they
Okay,
won't.
but what's your reason
You
for
know
that?
why I say that? Like, look at the team they have. Southgate chose the team because of players that he has relationship with. It wasn't players who were on form. Ivan Toney, one.
No, but
So-
there's some stuff come out today that
Yeah.
could explain the reasoning for that.
Okay, yes,
Apparently, he's allegedly, right?
Allegedly.
He's been accused of a couple of hundred.
200.
200.
To be specific.
Oh,
Two-
just that
200,
person,
To be exact,
when did this come out?
136.
Oh, today.
Yeah,
232.
232 accounts of betting, like him telling people to bet on certain things.
Yeah.
And players have gotten months banned for even just doing that to one person. Now he's got 200 and something. He might not play for 2-3 years. Easy. So that could be a reason. So we don't know.
But there was
from
a
there.
recent, wasn't it like a recent scandal that happened just now?
But we
I think-
wouldn't
I think
know when
before
it has
the
been
World Cup.
happening.
It was Trippier, I think, because he said he said to I think a mate of his, and he said, count me in on moving in the transfer window to go to Newcastle, and the guy put a bet on, and then obviously you got to find out, and then you got a couple of match ban for that. So it was only a couple of matches, but like
It's
Daniel
Spurs
Sturridge,
players,
Daniel Sturridge for Liverpool, there,
Yeah.
he got a few months there.
Now look at him,
So,
eh?
yeah.
Free agent. Free agent.
Yeah, but I think England, with the team they have, a lot of injuries as well. Who's playing right back for them? Because I know.
Trent is
Trent.
with the current
Trent.
form.
Kyle
Trent's
Walker.
progress.
Kyle
Walker
Walker.
has
Kyle
been
Walker's
off and
also
off.
injured.
He hasn't been playing.
Reece James.
Oh,
No,
He's
Reece
not even
James,
there.
yeah,
He's out.
he's been.
he was like
injured,
the
yeah.
first choice for me.
Was he not called up?
No,
He's out.
injured.
He's
He's
still
out.
injured.
Yeah.
Still didn't play right.
But then, like, you get people like
Trent.
Calvin Phillips. You get people like
I
Calvin
saw the
Phillips.
sorry in your eyes.
They're
Never
there in the
played.
squad. Calvin Phillips there.
Yeah,
He's there. He hasn't played like
one game for City.
for City. He hasn't even played that much at all. He's
So-
coming back from injury.
So do you know what the
So
thing
is
is?
Kyle Walker.
So do you
Kyle
know what the
Walker
thing
also.
is for this time for England, right? So you know the last time they got to the Euro final, right?
Yeah.
Oh, God,
They
please don't
no,
talk
they went 1-0 up, right? But they
Mhm.
didn't have that sustained power to keep that scoreline, right?
Yeah.
So now I think what he's doing is I think he's trying to keep bringing players like bringing that defensive element like Phillips and obviously bringing Henderson
And
along.
Trent,
As
yeah.
But
well
now the
because,
problem-
yeah,
The problem is if you're bringing in somebody first of all, is you just got back from injury.
I'm aware of that. Yeah.
We don't even know his form. His form has been poor. I mean, he had a big move for him from Leeds going to Manchester City.
Yeah.
We haven't seen anything from him.
But
In Manchester
he wasn't
City.
going to replace Rodri. Like,
But I get it.
He wasn't.
With him
Bobby-
being
he
there,
was
we
there
should
for
be playing.
backup.
We should be seeing him in cup matches, but we only saw him there, and he was also
I'm
playing
saying,
mid.
I'm saying if he went to any other squad there, he would be a starter. But it's Manchester City, so he would definitely get in the Liverpool lineup. He would.
Well, we wouldn't
it's
know
funny
with
that
his
we-
with his
No,
injuries.
but I'm saying he would be playing for anyone else,
Yeah.
but it's City. So
No, makes
yeah.
sense. Makes sense.
Guys, we can't talk about England and not talk about Harry Maguire.
No. Whoa.
No, wait, I got a question. You wait. How many own goals do you think Maguire's going to score this World Cup?
Some goals got it for sure.
If he even plays.
No,
Hey, but
he's
I
going
think
to
he'll
play.
No, he will
He's going to play.
definitely.
Especially if they play back three, he's going to play. Like, we don't know how they're going to line
The
up.
problem
that's the
is
thing.
with that back three, right? I almost said black. With that back three, who are they gonna play?
Well, they can put
The three
Walker.
centre backs that they have.
They can put
Stones.
Walker, Stones,
Dyer.
Cody, Dyer. Hey.
Okay, Cody
Hey.
maybe.
Nah, boy, he's been playing.
Yeah.
Walker stays
yeah.
centre back.
Cody,
But then Maguire, I'm guaranteeing, will almost play left centre back for most of the World Cup. I will put money
If you
on
do
that.
play back five, then
I will
Usually
put money
does
on
I
play
that.
left
think
centre back,
I think the back five would work for them.
if you have Trent up and down the wing, and if
Yeah,
you
I
have
think
a
it'll work for
decent right centre back to actually cover him, then most definitely.
In Walker, yes, you have that, but it also depends how he's feeling on the day. So yeah, and then also you're going to set up with. Unfortunately, I think how Southgate's going to do it. I think he's going to go Rice and Phillips.
No,
That's
I
how-
don't
that's
think-
I
how-
don't think Jude Bellingham is gonna bench.
I don't think Jude's
He's
gonna.
a waste of a
Jude is
squad.
starting.
Jude
Jude
He's
has
a
to
waste.
start.
Phillips is a
But then
waste
it's like
of a
a thing of like it just goes against everything that I don't know that I know from Southgate, where I can see like okay, he likes that defending play. He likes that defending. Jude can run up and down no problem, but he also has quite a good mind for attacking there, which he does stay up the field quite a lot when he
Yeah.
does play there. So
But so
they're
does
coming-
Rice, bro.
Rice does it, but
Rice also
he
does.
gets in in that position if he does that. So yeah, that's the thing.
I've noticed now, obviously, throughout the whole of the Euros, with regards to us playing a back five. Generally, in the group stages, England like to play back five in the group stages, and that's what I've noticed with Southgate. Also, is that he would have a partnership of Declan Rice and Jude Bellingham. Because he would then obviously rely on Declan Rice to be that holding midfielder and more to maybe even like a deep line playmaker for Liverpool. It would be maybe Fabinho.
Yeah.
Or sometimes when you saw when Calvin Phillips was at Leeds.
Wait, stop. Any last words here?
Like I was saying, throughout the whole Euro, especially in the group stage, Gareth Southgate likes to play back five. We all know this.
Yeah, 100%.
Having the likes of your Declan Rice and your Jude Bellingham in the midfield, I see as if Gareth Southgate would have Declan Rice as that holding midfielder, and obviously Jude Bellingham as a box-to-box midfielder. And obviously, if Declan Rice does then take the ball up, I think I've in full confidence have in Jude to then play that holding role. And maybe, I don't know, bro. It's going to be tough. England, I don't know.
Yeah, England and Wales for me. Final predictions.
I'm still with US because I still think it
England, Wales.
I think it'll be the thing. Also, don't USA have the next World Cup that they're hosting?
Yeah. Is it
Yeah, next World Cup is...
Yeah, they always
USA.
Yeah, wasn't it USA just now?
in that one. This one.
Yeah, this one I think this one they're gonna look to do a good building block. Sorry, yeah.
It's USA in Canada, I think. Is it?
Yeah, I think it is.
You're right.
I think it is. Yeah. All right, let's move on to Group C. Dylan, tell us your people for Group C, there,
So
please.
for Group C, I've got Messi and Mexico.
Oh, Messi. So Argentina and
Argentina, yeah.
I never thought I'd agree with you, but I'm almost.
Hey!
And anyone else? Does anyone have any objections?
Okay,
No,
so
I-
listen, I've got Argentina, but I mean the other three, I don't know much about international football.
Great to have you on the podcast.
I put Poland in, so
So do you know what? I also put Poland there, right?
I also put Poland.
So the reason I think Poland is because I think they're a little bit more rougher and tougher than Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. And so I think this. It's a new podcast. It's a new series.
I'm sure you can agree with me. Mexico's keeper in the World Cup.
He's a
Number one.
mixture of
Yes, all the works, but you know what? I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about Mexico this time. I barely know any of the players there. Maybe he's hot to the best of times.
Yeah.
And then there's from Atletico Madrid.
Okay, that one's good. Yes, that one I'll
That's
agree
it.
with. Yeah, very good.
I remember.
But
Also, they have one person that I don't know if it's a goalkeeper, I don't know, but there's a player from Mexico that's also playing for the fourth time. I think the World Cup for the fourth time since 2006. So
This is how
he's
we
there,
die from life.
leadership going into.
So I agree with that.
In general, Mexico has like a lot of international experience, especially with World Cups. They always surprise people.
I think this is just Poland's
They
probably
just
lost
play
chance.
better as a team than Poland does.
I think
run out, change to Mexico. Let's go.
I'm not convinced, but you know what, it's fine. I would say still Poland, given the fact that when Mexican team, if it plays against teams from Europe, they never perform. They'll beat African teams.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
But are you referring to the World Cup?
2010 World Cup, they broke our hearts when Shabalala scored. Next team, Mexico scored. The whole nation was quiet. I'll never forget that. So I think Poland for me will be my second
I
choice.
also think so. They also have a guy who's nominated for possibly best player in the world. They've got a decent
Such a player can
keeper,
score goals as well.
a decent centre attacking mid, and I don't know how to pronounce his name. I would probably very racist coming out of my mouth if I had to try and pronounce it. So, I know who he is. Yeah. But yeah. Siga, can we go for Group D, please? Who do you think your winner and runner-ups are?
Well, if the curse doesn't continue, I'm hoping France is definitely coming up top, and then Denmark.
Okay, I agree with that.
Pretty easy. Alright.
Whoa, run up Tunisia. He's gonna have Tunisia there, Mark.
Tell me things.
And you look like them, huh?
What did he say?
Gents, I think Denmark have a proper team, if I'm being honest. And I think that curse is going to hit, just not as hard as in previous times, because I think Australia and Tunisia are pretty rubbish. So I think France
Australia
will be
has Pookie.
comfortable.
Where's Pookie from?
Finland.
Oh, what? Who's that striker, man? That's from Australia.
Cahill retired long time ago.
They have Moody from Celtic, that's it.
It was him, Sky Sports now, man.
It was good though.
But I think Denmark have some proper players, like they'll surprise you, and they really do play as a team. We saw it in the Euros last time, and they push as a team and they fight hard. And I think they're going to come out in the group stages. They're going to come out hard. They're going to come out fighting, and I think they're going to surprise people and top the group.
That could happen. It really could happen.
Because they got the best player in the world.
But
I think it's just, for me, it's so France's defense looks a bit shaky at the moment. So I'm not gonna lie. Their midfield looks a bit ish, but then their attack is proper there, right? Probably one of
scary.
top 3 attackers attack lines in the entire World Cup.
Yeah.
But again, it is that whole.
That's the team.
It's the whole team. So it could be a one-man show. It could not be. Who knows? But yeah, it's a good shot. It's a good shot. It can happen.
Tzatziki.
Nah, it's over for me.
It's over. Oh, it's
Karinahari.
Alright, let's go Group E. Tell me things.
I think Spain as the winners.
Spain.
And then Germany finishing second.
I went opposite. I went Germany to win it and Spain to run up.
I literally went for Spain and then Germany to.
So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I disagree with Spain. The team that they have, it's young. Many youngsters, no experience in the World Cup. Like Pedri, really good players, wonderful players. It's the first World Cup going against Germany. You saw Germany's team.
Yeah,
Serious,
strong team.
It's a true experience though. We've seen when teams bring in a lot more older players and it doesn't tend to do well. So can that use please man, please.
So I think it's gonna be tough for them. I say Germany first, Spain
I also
second.
think that, but for me it's also just a case of I don't know how Spain are going to play this time around. Like we always used to know tiki taka. That was like that was the thing, right?
That was the good old days, bro.
The good old days, exactly. But in this time around, I don't know if they're going to have the same sort of system working around or if they're using a different system completely. Like, I don't know what they're going to do. Like, I've watched some friendlies and stuff, obviously. I can't pinpoint what they're actually doing, you know what I mean? So that's why my confidence is like, for that. So,
I think I'd agree with you, but then I just have that belief that Spanish football as a whole, is really not about age with them. It's really not about age. People like Pedri, you just need certain people that are experienced.
They have Rodri
for sure. You know what I mean? But their players literally, those people are talented. They play good football. Pedri, you might say that he's young, no experience in the World Cup, but he's playing like somebody that's 26 or peak age or whatever the case. He's playing like he doesn't crack under pressure. You can see that he's very. To me, I'd say he's experienced because big matches he shows up. You know what I mean? So I still back Spain.
And he has a lot of caps for Spain, you know. Experience isn't just age, it's about how much you actually play. 100%. And in that regard, he's more experienced than Gerard Moreno, than people who are 30 years old. And
I agree, yeah.
But I'm not sure what they
I think just from what I've been watching, I think like usually like that's how I like basing it off of football teams. If I watch the team, I see how they play, I can pinpoint exactly what they're doing, I can be like, okay, they're going to be good against that type of team, they're going to be good against that type of team. But this, I don't know how they play, so it's like a problem there for me. So that's why I went second for safety, but yeah. Alright, let's just do a quick technical issues break and we'll be right back. So who did you say? You said Japan?
I said Spain to win the group, and I said either Germany or Japan.
Oh, you have to choose.
Japan.
If I had to put something against your head now, I'm not saying the G word, but yeah.
What G word?
Don't matter.
If I had to pick, like, what we saw, I'm going to bring the Euros up again. I'm sorry to do this, but
because Japan did so well in the
I'm just saying with regards to Germany. Yes, I saw what they picked for the Euros, and then I saw what they picked now for the World Cup squad. Very similar group of players that the coaches obviously picked. And I don't know. It's something's telling me that Japan's gonna come out of this group.
That's why I said, like, I have every game that could possibly
Very
happen
serious.
in the World Cup in front of me right now. That could all change like at a moment's notice. Like something could happen and it's done. Like
You have
yeah,
every game.
I have every possible game.
Hey,
in
you're
this
bored,
book,
eh?
And also,
I don't
guys, and like also, guys, if you think back to the Euros, who ever thought that Hungary was going to do as well as they did?
No fair.
If I'm being
There's always
honest,
an underdog. There's always an underdog.
So who do you okay, well,
I think Denmark is the underdog team.
no, that's my dark horse
So,
this year.
so not to win it. I don't think they'll win
Dark
it.
horse team.
I think definitely we can possibly give a good shot for quarterfinals for them.
I do.
Yeah, no, most definitely.
Who thought Croatia's gonna go to the final?
No,
Oh,
They have a banging team.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna go for Senegal. I don't know why, but I just
To
have a
win.
feeling
No,
nah,
to make it
they're
past
they're gonna make it past the group stages and possibly, I don't know,
It's possible.
maybe they're just gonna, jump into quarterfinals also. But
Let's
I
see the
hope so,
record of the
I
team.
hope so too.
I hope so.
Yeah.
That has to do with they just need to start.
Hundreds. They have a lot of European players.
European.
European.
Guys, the English
The bundles are gone. How many now? Drink, Baba, drink.
So I am gonna stay. It was very good chat there, but I am gonna push us on to the next group there for Warren to tell us there. So tell us Group F for us, please.
Cool. You're gonna be happy with this one. Represent Belgium first.
Oh, that was India.
They qualified for a World Cup in the last time they have
They're
to.
not going to qualify, but they're not going to play with shoes. So.
This one is
They guys.
Listen, if we ever see
You have to buy the India shirts and kits, and you have to go.
Well, they have to have
I'm going to stay.
Just don't count.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, it's fine.
Warren, tell us there the second one.
Cool. Yeah, Croatia. Eh?
Yeah.
I have the same thing there. Belgium squad is too strong. It's too strong to not top the group. Croatia, I feel like is aged like
experience, I think it's experience more than anything for Croatia. I look at all the players there that have been chosen, many familiar names, and looking at every single international tournaments that they've played, they always, they're always pushing, they're always there. So I think
it's gonna be the last World Cup. If it's now to win the World Cup, they have to do it. Because
I
after
don't think they're gonna get far in this World Cup. To be honest
all the
with you.
players, as you say, experience, they've been together for a bunch of time, chemistry is there.
The chemistry.
So,
let's see. Like I said to you earlier before, is too much experience a bad thing? Because like some of those players, they could be aged out. So
And I think in
That's-
Croatia's case, that's a true story.
100%.
I think they've got
Also,
too
these
many
youngsters.
But
Decline.
Hey, baby, can. I'm fine, thanks, and how are you?
yeah,
I'll call you later, my TV.
cool. Yeah, so
Mr. Leon.
that's fine. Let's do a quick technical check. You can phone your mom there quickly if you need to. Yeah. Okay. Let us go with Group G here, my man.
That's you.
No, it's you.
Yeah.
Me.
I'll see Sonny.
Yeah, I'd say number one, Brazil.
Yeah.
My man's busting his head. Eh?
That's my team. First of all, I'm a Real Madrid supporter. So
Vinicius.
there's Vinicius there. Boy, damn, see that chat. We showed them in the UEFA Champions League.
Hey,
final.
World Cup,
We
World
carry
Cup,
on
hey,
just
World
one,
Cup.
It's a build up to the team.
World Cup.
Then
Let's
also
not
there's
get
Rodrigo,
Come
there's
on.
Militao, good players as well.
Neymar.
Gabriel
Jesus, Jesus, top form.
Anthony.
Martinelli, top form.
Anthony.
Martinelli's not coming off the bench.
No, here's Jesus never got picked up.
But
Now
They have two of the best keepers.
Alisson as well.
Yeah.
But Jesus get picked.
Yeah.
Boy.
But for me, that's not good.
Richarlison is also there, but Bobby's not there. But we'll talk about that later.
That's
The only thing I
That's
think
the chat for another day.
that's tough for Brazil is the midfield.
Really?
Fabinho.
Fabinho.
Okay.
I'm talking about an attacking player, someone who can make the. He's a marker. He's more like a defensive minded player.
But also,
That's what we miss.
Paqueta.
Something like Paqueta.
But he's not attacking. He's
also,
more,
let's
Great goals.
He can
You
bang.
can be there. Also, don't forget.
Bruno from Newcastle.
Neymar normally plays as
He's
number
like a
10.
deep line playmaker.
Yeah, they don't have cans though.
Also, no, they can always put Neymar as a, they always play him as a 10. When Vinny's there, Vinny already knows he's on the left. Whoever's on the right really doesn't matter. They always have somebody that's playing as a false nine, if not as a false nine, a number 10, which is Neymar. So that's the one thing that I'm stressing about. If Neymar gets injured, there's no one that's going to create play. And hence why I'm saying that Bobby Firmino should have been there.
Yeah.
Just to have that central player that can, you know, drop deep and then create play.
So
But,
you know what?
yeah.
When the
They can also fill in Rodrigo.
Martinelli.
when I saw Martinelli's not coming off the bench, my boy. There's too many players in his position. That he's
can't
not
play.
coming off the bench.
Wasting time will be there.
But essentially, when I looked at the Brazil lineup coming out, it was like, this is the most complete squad out of the entire World Cup. Because I looked at every team there, apart maybe England, but England's back line is a little bit shaky at the moment.
Questionable.
Yeah, but then like Belgium could also be considered complete, but I think they have no.
But I'm doubting the Brazilian defense.
They don't have to play with a can though. That's the thing. They can play with.
No, I don't even think
Who's playing right back? If let's say for example, okay, Militao, we know that he can play right back, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait, who else can?
Danny Alves.
Did he what?
Yeah, but he's still.
But he's still a class player.
When were you guys watching him play in Mexico?
No, we don't get that televised yet, bro.
So
Not yet, but anyway.
Yes, TV guys.
But
I think right back is their one weakness. But
okay, left back what? Alex Telles?
Sandro?
He's not.
Alexander, but he hasn't been on form though.
He hasn't been on form, but guys, it's a World Cup. The most shock. Luke Shaw was the star of the Euros. Come on, like
He was a good player, bro. He was.
You know what I mean? Like he's been crap this entire season, and we could get to the actual World Cup there, and he could shine at some things. You know what I mean? So
I think it depends on the environment as well.
exactly.
And,
The environment's
the
been
chemistry in the team.
hot.
Yeah.
It's very hot. So maybe that's also another factor to consider. Brazilian players are used to playing in the heat. Rest of them aren't. So
And that
I also think
that's take a factor in things.
100% in Qatar, I'm pretty sure they're gonna fucking have how many water breaks?
And
only one.
He's gonna try to play.
So what's the contribution?
I think mine is
Brazil and Switzerland. That's what I'm going
I
to
Everyone agrees on
Brazil,
this.
Switzerland.
Hans, Brazil, and Switzerland as well.
Serbia's a good shout too.
And I'll stick to it. And I'll say
also Serbia, also gents.
I think I was debating between Switzerland coming last in the group.
Really?
And Cameroon. Switzerland has a decent team, but they play garbage. I don't know what it is.
Granit Xhaka is going to win it for them, don't worry.
Nah.
Serbia has on
Zakaria.
paper a worse team, but they get results, guys. They beat Portugal and then drew to Portugal. They beat Sweden like 4-1. They clap people with the team they have. They have attackers and they score goals.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely that. I think the teams who are going to top it is pretty much obvious.
Yeah.
But the teams that are running up,
Yeah.
that's the part where I think it's going to
And
throw a
also,
lot of people off.
what if our African brothers they pull off
Then my man, then
something?
then it's sad for South Africa because we're not doing it. But yeah.
You already know your points.
Yeah.
Thanks, 3 football.
Alright, cool. We're going to have one more technical break and then we're going to finish off with the group stages. Let's have a look. Oh, sweet. Let's go to Group H. So this one here, I think it's pretty obvious for most. Who's going to finish top though is in question. But I think the two are Portugal and Uruguay. I've gone for Portugal to win and Uruguay to be run-up.
Same.
I agree with you, but I disagree with how you said it was obvious. I think South Korea is a decent enough team. I think they
have one player. I don't know
And I'm
anyone
actually
else.
willing
That's
to make a
Liga, is it?
prediction.
No, he will play.
I'm willing
So now
to
they
stick
will
my
play.
neck out and make a crazy prediction
So
for
now
this
will
group.
play.
I think Portugal, Uruguay, and South Korea are going to end on the same amount of.
666.
I think they're all going to clap
Oh,
one,
man.
and then they're going to share.
Yeah, that's the
victory
point.
against
That's
each
how
other,
much you
and
can
it's
get.
gonna come down to goal difference.
If you're gonna be level in the World Cup, you're always gonna get 666
Yeah.
points.
No, so South Korea have a very slight chance, but for me, Uruguay, they're too strong at this point. I feel like they'll have some, like Son can score 2 goals. they're gonna have players that each of them can score. Do you know what I mean? So that's
Suarez will find them.
Valverde, top 4.
so yeah, no, that's also one of the factors there.
Gentlemen, we're sleeping on Rodrigo.
What's the guy from Spurs?
eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bentancur is also there.
He's on form.
Tottenham.
He's on form, yeah. Should have banned him from the podcast. So, okay guys, so that is the groups done, alright? So now we are going to move on to who we each think is going to win the World Cup. And
Yo, this is gonna be a big one, boy.
and by the way, since this is my channel, if they get the predictions wrong, we get punishments on them. Street shut. Okay, technical break. Okay. So obviously how I've worked it out is I've worked out all the possible outcomes, all the possible things to happen.
Mathematics,
Yeah, the mathematics, yes. So I think it's also a storyline here for Argentina and Portugal to be in a final. Messi versus Ronaldo in a World Cup final, their last World Cups ever. They will face each other. I ultimately think exactly. Yeah. I want to be here for this toxicity.
Yeah.
I want to be here for that.
That'll break the internet though.
Like, I'll probably end 0-0 regardless, but you know what I mean? Like,
I don't think so.
but you know what?
I think Argentina, just judging from the South American Cup and all that, from seeing that, I think they have the best chance of winning it, to be honest with you. Brazil is my only X factor I put into that, because how I look at it there, if all the odds go according to plan, we got Brazil versus Uruguay. Tough match for Brazil, sorry. Argentina versus Denmark. Easy match for them, right? But they should win. Then we have Portugal versus Switzerland. They should get through. Yeah. Then we're gonna get Portugal versus Spain.
Yeah, that's a tough game.
That's a tough one.
Then we have Netherlands versus Argentina.
Shit, Oaks, we forgot about Netherlands.
I don't think they're gonna win that. Yeah.
To be honest with you,
Group A.
I don't agree with you
Group A was
when it comes to Argentina. Because, guys, I don't agree with that.
Agree with
If we look at the Argentina going far in this World Cup, if we look at development football, at Denmark, looking at development football, Denmark, the quality that they have, the equipment that they have comparing to what South America has is way different. And the way they play as a team, as you say, Denmark is a team that's going to be tough. They can actually knock out Argentina.
But we can't always say that a European team is going to win a World Cup. South America has won plenty of World Cups.
But at the end of the day, how many of the players playing like in high levels of
in
A
Argentina?
lot of them.
Majority.
I can count.
How many players in the squad are still playing in local leagues?
No, none of
No,
them.
there's none of them playing.
None of them. They all play
Is there no one in Boca Juniors in the team?
No.
Like
Is there no one in
I
River
think
Plate in the team?
Probably they're there, but what I'm saying is that
There's no way you
let's
can
look
be
at-
a local
let's-
team and not have no one.
let's put like
But
starting lineup. Dybala's there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Proper player.
Yeah, he's a proper player.
One.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a proper-
Di Maria's there.
He's old. I don't regard him as
It means nothing.
a
You
player.
hate him.
I don't regard him as a player.
Now we must mention Messi. We are
Messi. We're talking about Messi now. We're talking about Messi.
Let's even
Oh,
please let's just
Guys,
remove Messi
yeah.
out of the conversation. Did you watch the match yesterday?
I didn't watch.
Did you watch the
Argentina?
Copa America?
Did you watch?
Did you watch the
Copa-
Yeah, Copa America. I did watch, but Brazil won.
They played banging football.
But who won?
They played banging football.
Who won the
I
Copa?
don't know.
Argentina.
Argentina won.
It was Argentina.
Ah, yeah, Argentina. No one in the play.
I have to prove it wrong.
Argentina just won.
international
Brazil.
World Cup.
No, go check it, please.
Argentina just won.
pretty sure
Okay.
it was Argentina.
Argentina won it.
What I'm saying,
Argentina Brazil final.
isn't Martinez there also?
Yeah, it is.
That boy from
Yeah, Manchester United.
Manchester
He's a
United
fucking-
and the other Martinez from
Villa.
Inter.
Lautaro Martinez is taken from Inter.
Inter. I think he's from Argentina.
Nah, he's from Inter. That's
Argentina.
Falcao. They look very similar.
Do they really?
I don't think so.
And look,
Argentina beat Brazil 1-0.
1-0.
Yes, yeah.
2020
Professional score, boy.
So
1-0, pack the bus.
So
I remember Messi. Yeah, how can I forget
Exactly.
that?
but regardless of your point, I still think your point is not valid because we have literally our whole international team is everyone from our local league, and we can't even like beat a team at this point. Like we have to face Mauritius to beat players.
No, I'm saying
That was his point.
my point.
You're making
you,
his
you
point
com-
for
yeah, you actually proving my
I thought
point.
his points.
He was saying that local players being in the team is not a good
want to cut this out, eh?
Oh, okay, alright. So I thought you were saying the opposite. You need local players to. In order
I
to have a
mean,
good
No,
team.
he was
Okay,
because
no, that's
Yeah.
fine.
they
That's
do
fine.
have local players.
Okay, no, my mistake. It's fine.
So
it's
you
fine.
say Argentina's gonna win the World Cup?
I say Argentina are going to win the World Cup.
Okay.
I
Maybe
feel like
one.
their side is too strong. I feel like also the storytale thing would be
Oh,
there.
Messi.
I still like
Fighting for
Ronaldo.
Messi,
I still like Ronaldo.
Come
but,
on,
you know,
come
it's-
on, come on.
So that's
I'm
like-
looking. Currently, I'm looking at the squad, right? You have Man United players. Martinez is there. You have Atletico Madrid
Martinez is
players. You have Otamendi, Benfica. You
So
have
we can't
Romero,
say Otamendi
Tottenham.
is
Now, I'm just saying, if we're talking about local players, he's not playing in Argentina at the end of the day. He has
Not yet.
experience
Not yet.
also. He has experience also. You have Alvarez, Man City, fresh boy. You have Gomez, Sevilla. You have Correa, Inter Milan. You
This is
have,
gonna
come
take
on.
longer. Name the
Enzo
ones that-
Fernandez,
on,
Benfica,
And the ones that are local most.
We're not even talking
but-
about. We're not even talking about Messi yet.
Okay.
Messi.
This is the World Cup. This is the
Fuck the World Cup, man.
This is the Copa
I
America.
completely agree.
Oh.
Okay, so then let's close it on to
That's
you.
good.
Who do you think
Yeah.
should win the World Cup?
Don't say Brazil.
Brazil.
You can't say Real Madrid.
He's going for Brazil,
I
bro.
think Brazil's gonna win it.
Brazil.
Their
think
lineups
Brazil
could
is
possibly be Brazil versus Uruguay.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
I
Then
saw
it's-
them. I
Then it's
saw all
then
the
it's
pictures in my
Ger-
head.
then it's
Yeah.
Germany versus Brazil.
That's a big one.
Then we have Brazil versus Argentina, and then they still need to get to the final against whoever else.
McAllister is
They have a
great.
tough-
I don't know why you're
tough
saying this in a
Brighton.
different tone of voice as opposed to when you talk
Like-
about Argentina's going
No,
for
we
it.
talking-
Because it's the same thing.
No,
There's
one
a lot harder. No,
Nah,
it's a lot harder fixtures.
I don't disagree.
Where they-
I think
Guys, they cannot be.
Which one do we listen to?
Okay, yeah, Larry, Karen.
Go for it.
I was saying, you know, as far as leading up to the finals, I think Denmark is tougher than a Uruguay. So I think that's tougher for Argentina. Obviously, Germany is a very tough one, so Brazil has a tough. And then going all the way to the semi-final, Brazil is versing Argentina, so that's tough for both of them.
Yes, yes.
So I think both of them have a tough going through. You can't now make it out like Brazil has a tough and Argentina has a.
I think they
It's
just
tough
have a
for both
tough
of them.
Denmark
you
will
know
be
what
a
I
tough game for Argentina.
I think Denmark's a
Different
very
play.
tough game for
Argentina's not used to that kind of football that Denmark plays.
And
More
also-
physical.
Yeah.
But of course,
Quick
that's
to
going
you.
by.
That's
Don't
going
give you
by
space.
if every betting odd works in every favor.
Yeah.
This is just what's happening here. But yeah.
And then
yeah.
also, man, don't you think if Uruguay is gonna versus Brazil,
I think.
isn't it that tough?
Have you watched the previous games?
No, I
Yeah.
understand that, but also one, this is the World Cup, right? Sure, preparations are different.
Yeah.
Uruguay have played against Brazil many a
In the
times.
World Cup, we did.
World Cup,
Copa America.
Copa America, whatever.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
if at the because it's the World Cup, obviously preparation, they put in a lot of preparation. They know each other. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. All I'm saying is that anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Sponsored by anything
And
can happen.
it's not gonna be easy for Brazil to beat Uruguay, especially in the World Cup. I don't think so.
Okay, pause.
Every game is tough.
Pause. Technical break. Abo, tell us who do you think is winning the overall thing?
I also think Brazil.
Okay.
Okay.
But I think for sure South America.
I can see you guys.
I think
I can see you, Lance.
I think for sure South America's walking away with it. If it's not Brazil, I do think it'll be Argentina. But I think I'm edging out Brazil. I think they've got a few more players. You know, defensively they're way better than Argentina. Argentina's best defender hasn't got a cap for them. So, you know,
Who's that?
Lautaro
Martinez.
Martinez, of course.
He's
He's the defender. best defense.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna go for Brazil.
Okay, we've heard possibly every comment against them at this point, so it's fine. Okay, let's move on to the next person. Let us go for Warren. Who do you think is winning the overall thing? Please do it. Please let us hear it.
Okay, cool. Okay, so
Wrong.
You're gonna say Portugal.
okay, so obviously I've got your final break the internet, Portugal, Argentina. That'll be a big one. So now, see my blood. I'm going for Portugal to win the World Cup, but Argentina, I feel like they've got a chance. Big chance. But Portugal, boy.
Listen, we haven't actually chatted about the whole
Portugal have a fucking strong team.
They have a strong squad, but they are all in doubt at the moment because of the star man of Portugal.
Is it possible to get an Argentina and Portugal final this year?
It's
very
possible,
possible.
yeah,
Is it?
very possible.
Okay.
All I'm saying is that with this whole Cristiano Ronaldo thing going on, I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to. He's gonna put out another performance, and
Definitely.
I think I saw in the net there an interview with Bernardo Silva saying that they're gonna play for Ronaldo. He's playing for Ronaldo. He's dedicating this World Cup to Ronaldo. And the last time that happened, they won the league.
But that is one player saying they're going to do that. There's going to be some players there that are going to just look at this and be like,
I'm not gonna say.
We've got one walkout, boys.
Also, they played yesterday against what do you call that team? Luxembourg.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won 5-0.
Laxative, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
They won 5-0. Ronaldo scored a hat trick.
But now he's got a stomach bug.
Oh well. Like, all I'm saying.
Another interview.
Oh, he's got an interview.
Yeah,
Okay.
all I'm saying is that like they without Ronaldo, they still have a pretty strong squad. From right back, there's Cancelo. From
Left back, which is
left back, Cancelo's there also.
What a bit striker.
Ruben Diaz.
Young boy there from PSG plays well.
Mendes.
Renato Sanchez
is good, very good.
I agree.
Portugal is a wonderful.
Midfield,
João Felix.
everybody's there. Up front, you have João Felix, you have
Unfortunately,
Bernardo
Jota's not
Silva,
too much. Bruno Fernandes, the rat himself.
Listen, I'm not denying that they don't have a good squad. I think they're going to get to the final for crying out loud. But I just think if they had to go up against Argentina now, I feel like it's a case of Argentina will have the best of them at this point. That's what I think for now, but they definitely do have the players to win it. They have the.
Also depends on Ronnie's confidence.
He's going to be banging.
He needs it.
He needs it.
He needs it.
Yeah, he doesn't have it on it. You can see.
After everything that happened, he needs it.
He needs it in order just to move on from United. Yeah.
100%.
Otherwise, it's a case of free agent for. Actually, no, I'm lying to you. Qatar or Saudi side will sign him very quickly.
Give him all the money you want.
It's actually surprising that nobody has ever, from the few that we've had already, nobody's actually mentioning France at all. Do you think the curse is really gonna carry out?
So I think it's a case of obviously we've heard of all the injuries that are happening now with that France squad.
Yeah.
Their midfield already was very weak for me compared to what it was previously. Obviously all the injuries and all that don't help, but I just think they just have an attack line which is probably the top three in the World Cup. But I just think if you're going to base it just on just them attacking, then fine, they have a good chance. But football's a team game. Yeah. If the team doesn't follow, then it's a problem.
100%.
But if you look at it, as we had a discussion early on, and we're talking about this case, 1998, France won it.
Yeah.
2002.
Group stage out. Who won it? Brazil won it 2002.
But they still made it through the group stages in 2006. I'm very sure of it.
No, that's only 2006. So the curse is literally the one of those where if you win it,
then the next
World Cup is
But I know what the curse is, but I'm saying in 2002 Brazil won it.
Yeah.
And then in 2006, I still think they got out of the group stage, but I don't think they went far inside the tournament.
It really doesn't matter because at the end of the day,
they didn't win.
Germany, same thing.
Germany, same thing. Spain, same thing.
So South Africa, same thing.
What do you mean, boy?
So you never know.
You're talking about friendlies, man.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
That's
Let's move on to Vani for now.
Yes.
While Dylan is shucking, there's a bit of nosebleed there. It's not from usage of illegal substances. It's
Yeah,
just
it's not
natural.
okay.
It's just hot in here. We are all
very
sweating.
hot.
Yeah. Let's go, Vani.
So according to stats, Brazil have 15% of winning.
They're the favorites. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, but I don't think Argentina are gonna win.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
And who?
Who do you think? Who do you
I
think?
said Argentina. I think Argentina are gonna win.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
It's just that you and my boy is speaking like I don't know
Messi.
why. But
Yeah, I'm gonna bleep that out now. The first bleep.
Yeah.
I think you should do a.
What did I say that was
No. He said something more. I don't want to make more editing for me, so it's fine. I'll tell you after. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Dylan, while we still have you for now.
Fuck, boy, sorry.
No, it's all good. Tell us why it's coming home.
Oh, why not?
Tell us why it's coming home. Who do you think is winning the World Cup?
That's fine for you.
I'm going to be honest with you guys.
You can't say Spurs, eh?
I wish. Yes.
Harry Kane.
There was this whole poll thing. I'm just going to change the subject quickly. There was this whole poll thing about would you rather have your nation win the World Cup or your club win the Champions League?
Or league.
Or the league.
Yeah.
And I would
That's a good
honestly
question.
have, I would honestly have my nation. It's in my blood, like Warren said.
South Africa.
South
Africa.
Boy.
The Queen has touched him with his spoon there, so he's got the passport.
England. So obviously, like the guy said previously, I've got 4 winners, possible winners. Yeah, I've got
How's the last feeling after sitting on this fence for a while, eh?
yeah, I've got 4 possible winners. Argentina, I've got Brazil, obviously England, and my other ones
Other ones?
are France.
Other ones are Francis.
Other ones.
Other ones are Francis.
Okay, so if you had to pick, obviously
So
it would be England.
let's just pick one out of the 4.
England.
Okay, alright.
Obviously.
I don't think, so again, this is the only reason I think England aren't winning the whole thing, right? Their manager is the main thing for me. Their manager is, that is that for me.
I agree.
But let's not forget, the manager took them to the finals of the Euros.
Yeah, but what's the
Same
point?
manager
But
that's-
what's the point of going to the final if you don't win?
My
Double
question
We came up against a very good Italy.
Penalties though,
A
penalties.
very,
Anyone can
very,
win
very
penalties.
talented.
But
my question
It
is,
could be
as-
them winning the
But the
Euros.
thing is for me, they look
Very weak, besides that first opening 25 minutes, I'd say. They looked weak for the rest of that game because Italy changed up their style of play,
Yeah.
and he can't adapt when another manager changes the play. That's the problem with him.
have they learned though? Because I mean, you always see them in international football where they go one up
Guadelapa.
and then they always want it.
That's actually
same
not a
thing
case of
happened with
Kunalapa.
Same thing. What else? I think there's another.
1-0 up and then everything
they
just
bottled
went
it. Has
downhill
Gareth
from
Southgate learned from that?
Maybe that's why he's added more defending type players into this World Cup thing, just so that it can get his goal. Obviously, they have an amazing attack force that can get the goals, no problem.
Yeah.
But the problem is keeping that for them now. Because if they face I don't think they can face Brazil, but if they had to face Brazil, for instance, and Brazil go 1-0 down, and they go and try and keep attacking England, they're going to obviously change the way they play. And then as soon as they change it, Gareth is going to be too slow to change, like adapt to it, and then that's not.
I think it puts too many emotions into it.
Exactly. 2 points
Yeah, of
for
course.
England. I know everyone here is going to disagree with me. The key players are Sterling.
The key players who?
Raheem Sterling. He's the key player. Listen to me. He's the key player. Number
He was in the
two.
Euro. He was in the Euros.
Number two. If Gary Southgate doesn't win the World Cup, he's going to be sacked.
I think he's gone regardless. To be honest, I think
I don't think so.
He's going to be
I
sacked.
think his time is done there. To be
I
honest.
don't think so.
There's so much talk about Tuchel taking over. There's so much talks about possible.
A German team.
They had an Italian. What do you mean?
When?
They had an Italian, so it's not like I'm talking shit here, but it's a case of.
Very close.
But you know what I mean? There's so much talks of possible replacements after the World Cup that I think it's almost inevitable for him to either A, be gone within the first year, or B, after the World Cup, he says, thanks guys, cheers, I've had a good run. Yeah,
It's possible.
it is.
I think it's time though. I think it's time for us to because I mean we've been looking at England play. I don't even think there's a certain style of play where you'd say England plays like this.
They play rough and tough. They play rough and tough.
Same applies with France. France, it's all about the personnel that are in the field more than
Their philosophy.
tactical play or anything.
Yeah.
Because that's why I always look at France and say, if Mbappe is not showing up for them, if Giroud is not, Benzema is not showing up for them, Griezmann is not showing up for them, or putting in the work, what do they have? You don't see any type of synergy with them when they play. You don't see any technical play. Same applies with England. For me, I don't see them. You know, when you're watching England play, you don't get wild about their football. You just see somebody pulling off something great. I can mention Rashford, Sterling, Sancho was also, Saka was also there in the Euros.
I think
they all performed individually.
I think that each grown a little bit individually, but is that enough for tactical incompetence? Is that enough?
If you think about it, like thinking about it, let's talk about Brazil. What do you think about samba football?
Yeah,
we really know. Talk about Spain.
Tiki-taka.
So you don't even have to say anything. Even the players know. If the key player's not playing, we know, okay, the key player's not playing. We are tiki-taka, man. Let's do our thing. Still, they'll win. They don't need key players. What is the philosophy of England?
That's like a thing if we say Harry Kane's out for the whole tournament. It's like all of England will write them off then and there. I think then and there.
Come on. You see, it's like 100%. What Leon is saying is true. Like, let's take Brazil. You take out their left winger there, or left attacker.
You can put in Martinelli,
Martinelli, he's gonna play the same way. You take out anybody on the right. On the right, you have you have Rodrigo. You know what I mean?
Jesus can even play there.
Yeah, even
you already know what you're gonna get.
Neymar as well.
That's what. And I think he's also gonna be one player that's gonna put in a shift. Because he wants it, bro. With all the interviews that we've seen of him, he's already hinting that this is his last World Cup.
Yeah. And I think also he wants he's not moving in January, but I'm saying I think he wants a move to another
to the US probably.
Yeah, he's going to the US. He wants to be an actor.
He wants to go to the US. He wants those.
I think he was in the Avengers movies. What? Avenger.
Nah, man.
Which one? One
I don't know. There was a movie I was watching.
Is he the new Black Panther?
Boy,
Alright, cool. Guys, we're gonna go for a quick technical break. Let's go. This is
short. Cut.
Okay.
Hey, Leon, Clayton's upside, man.
You know what, Clayton? Every single time when it's cut this side, don't show yourself. Show these boys.
I'm
show that one.
No, it's gonna be a case. I'm gonna put a screenshot of us three talking, and I'm gonna be like technical difficulties we froze.
No, but why don't you show them? Because there's still camera.
You here with us, my boy. Yeah. You there? You're not showing.
He's on both, so it's fine. He's on both.
I'm dark on both.
Yeah. Even if I was there, I'll be dark on both.
Never.
Boy.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up.
Alright, let's go.
Not really wrap it up, but like.
Cool.
Let's go for the big ones. I mean,
no, he needs to say who he thinks is gonna win.
Oh, mine. I think it's already been
Argentina.
Argentina for me, only because I just want Messi to win it.
Okay.
I don't care about anything else, football in it. I just want Messi.
I love Japan in the World Cup. We'll be laughing in this video.
Boy, I have Senegal wins it.
Take it back.
If they win, you must take this. Delete this video.
No, it's going there. It's going to get posted daily.
Yeah.
But okay,
all the moomishes.
Let us move on to just something that I think is what like most people care about. Who's going to be the top goal scorer of the World Cup? Okay, so in my personal opinion, right? Okay, my personal, nothing too much there.
No arguing.
No arguing.
No, we're gonna fight you. No.
I think that it's going to be a case of Messi getting the golden boot there. I feel like there's going to be a lot of pressure from Ronaldo. I feel like there's going to be a lot of pressure from him, and they're just going to work to get each other like to better. And then I'm basing this World Cup around 2 players, but you know what I mean. It's a good storyline. It's 2 of the greatest players of all time, and this is the last dance almost because I don't think
they're going to give their hearts out there.
Exactly. So that's why I think it's going to be Messi.
I think you guys are literally forgetting about Neymar. Eh?
The thing is, does he?
Not top goal scorer. Us is Neymar.
I don't even think Neymar's going to get top goal scorer for Brazil.
He would be.
I genuinely think Kylian Mbappe will be top goal scorer of the World Cup.
Of the World Cup?
I think group stage is going to score a lot of goals. Kylian Mbappe. Benzema is there, but Mbappe is very clinical.
He is very clinical.
When it comes to finishing, Benzema is a good passer. He played with Ronaldo for how many years? How many assists did he give?
No, 100%.
Yeah, of course. And someone like Mbappe, but Benzema's not selfish. He'll pass him the ball, good passes, and Mbappe will score a lot of goals. But I feel like the defense, I'm not saying they're going to go far, but I feel like Mbappe is going to be top goal scorer with a lot of goals.
That's a fair.
It's a valid point. I agree.
You obviously think the opposite of me at this point.
No. So I've actually got I've got 2. I'm being like Dylan now. Got my
I
orders.
should ask you.
Which ones? Tell us.
So I mean, we've got Messi there,
Okay.
and then I fucking hate to say this. You're gonna love this.
Say it.
You're gonna love it
now.
But I was
Say it.
Harry Kane.
Harry
He's a
Kane.
good finisher.
Harry
If he
Kane.
performs, he can score goals. But yeah, I think Messi more than anything.
So
Okay.
the reason I didn't think of him there was just purely because of he's been scoring for Spurs this season.
He's a good finisher.
He's been scoring.
Don't tell their stats.
But England, the way England play, I think it's a case of whoever gets to the end of the ball doesn't necessarily. They're not playing through him.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So we're all talking about So he's saying that they're going to play through Mbappe. I'm saying Argentina are going to play through Messi, right?
Which they will.
So with England, it's a case of I don't think they're channeling through Kane the whole time. You get what I mean? So that's why I don't think he will. But there is a good chance.
Makes sense, yeah.
They are facing Iran first game, so he could score
Got a
5
valid
goals
point.
and then be sorted. You know what I mean? So yeah. Cool. Let's go TikTok.
Hit it.
For me, I have 2 players there.
Pause.
I have 2 players, right? I know I would have went for Messi, but I just know, given how he's playing for PSG, he's more of a provider.
Yeah.
He's more of a provider more than anything now. How he's just
Mbappe's
jogging
a
around,
finisher,
he's assisting and stuff like that. I don't think he's going to be top goal scorer, especially with how he plays for Argentina. Di Maria is always scoring, Martinez, all of those people are always scoring. For me, I'd say, I don't know why, I also like this player, Neymar. He's going to be one of them. I literally think, I don't know why, I can't even give you guys a reason, but I have a feeling that Neymar, he had good form also. But
let me just say something.
Also,
Sorry,
I think just I agree with Kane.
Can I cut you there?
Yeah.
On Neymar. You know who takes penalties for Brazil? Richarlison.
Come on, boy.
Richarlison, not
Yeah.
Neymar. Watch them. Every time they play, Richarlison takes the penalties.
He's good at penalties.
First of all, to be top goal scorer in the World Cup, you need to be taking penalties.
Harry Kane.
You need to
I
be
don't
taking
think.
penalties.
I don't think Neymar would let Richarlison take penalty.
The thing
In the
about
World
Neymar
Cup.
is not selfish.
I get that.
Neymar is not
but
that type of player.
Also, let's
You
look at it
will
like
let-
this. Let's look at it like this. For PSG, right? We know that Mbappe pulled that stunt where he took the ball off of Neymar, wanting to take the penalty. But penalty taker in PSG is literally Neymar.
I think
And his stats are good.
But
So
Mbappe
this
takes
is
most
not
of the
nice.
penalties.
Penalties wise, his stats are very good.
Yeah.
So for Neymar, it's a case of I remember the last 2 World Cups. I put literal money bet down for him to be top goal scorer, and I've lost money every single time. So
It's his last dance. You never know.
so that's why I'm not going with him. That's just my personal reason. All right, Larry, let's go with you.
You just skipped me, but it's okay.
You're last. That's for last.
Don't worry.
We didn't say
That's for last. That for last.
I wonder if it's going to be Lukaku. Let's go.
Origi, boy.
It's not even lazy.
You'll be watching Poké, right?
Is Benteke in the
I
squad?
think in
No.
regards to Neymar, I think he's going to have a really good World Cup. He's my prediction for like player of the tournament.
Okay.
But I think he's too unselfish when it comes to Brazil. He's going to play his heart out. He's going to play for the team, and I don't think goals is going to be what he's going to make.
But he will play.
I think even
Player of the tournament, 100%.
I think Vinicius Junior is going to end up with more goals than him. But
Yeah,
my ultimate top
possible.
scorer,
Possible.
I'm going for Messi. I think if Argentina are smart, I think that they will play to get Messi goals because they don't really have a goal scorer otherwise. Like just someone who put him in front of goals and he will score. It's only Messi.
I think with
Alvarez as a cam, he
you see
gets
him.
it. He gets
that's what
it.
I'm saying. Like when I watch Messi now,
No, for PSG, I completely agree. He's definitely
he's more of a provider. I
That's
like
it,
it.
Roma, but I'm
100%.
saying Argentina have a lot of players who can
Very
provide.
good shot.
Who can provide.
100%.
But whereas in the past they've had an Aguero, they've had an Higuain, they've had players
Had
that
an
can score
out-and-out
goals.
striker.
Right now, I don't think they do, and I think if they're smart, they're going to try and rely on Messi. I think they're going to put him down the middle, and they're going to say, be lazy, don't run back, don't try and mark anybody.
Just stay up there and
stay
run.
up there.
But
and then when you get in and around the box,
creativity.
creativity, he'll still be there, and I think it's Messi.
Yeah.
He's still capable of it. But I think they're gonna try and get him on the ball, in and around the box, and he'll give a young.
Yeah.
So I'm going top goal scorer Messi. I also think that they have a pretty
Make
easy
Messi happy.
group stage.
Definitely.
That they can get a lot of goals in the group stage.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Don't.
Me.
Well, yeah.
It's only up.
Okay.
How's he playing in tennis?
No, all jokes aside, literally, I don't want to be biased or anything.
You want to say Son?
Really?
No, seriously, bro. Harry Kane is going to be the golden boot winner of this World Cup. I'll tell you why. All-time goal scorer for England is Wayne Rooney. I'm not entirely sure how many goals he's got.
And Kane's going for that.
And Kane has an eye on. Rooney's got a target on his back for top goal scorer, and Kane he wants that accolade.
Imagine winning.
He wants that accolade.
Imagine being the best goal scorer England's ever seen and not winning anything. Imagine.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Imagine.
It's the same. It's the same thing. I'm sorry
Yeah,
to
come to
change
stats.
topics now, but it's the same thing with Harry Kane going for all-time Premier League goal scorer. Same thing. If he does end up getting Premier League top goal scorer, I don't see Spurs winning the Premier League in 2-3 years time even.
Wayne Rooney.
Wayne Rooney 53, Harry Kane 51.
Sure.
So he needs to score 3 and it's fine.
And then
Harry Kane is a silent player. That's breaking records. You won't regard him as
No, it's because
like
he's
Ronaldo.
Because of the team.
won
Because
nothing.
of the team.
No, but he did break a record. Most goals scored without winning a trophy. Look it up.
I'm not even joking. Listen to this. Is another stat from Harry Kane. Most away goals scored in the Premier League. Harry Kane.
Yeah, no, I heard that the other day too.
I'm not disagreeing with
And
you.
he's a quad player.
But
You won't see
You guys are sleeping on Harry Kane. Harry Kane is going to be top goal
Let's
scorer.
hear your boy.
Alright, so
Golden glove.
I think if England can obviously do the push, Harry Kane,
Okay.
he's probably, I'll say probably the best finisher in Premier League right now, okay? But the thing is that one of the best, okay, one of the best.
Haaland is not even in
One of the
World Cup.
best, one of the best,
But he
okay?
finishes though. He knows how
But
to finish.
considering England, if they don't make it that far, I think Benzema.
Okay, it's good.
Benzema, eh?
It's actually
Benzema
surprising that none of us are actually going for Ronaldo.
So I think it's just a case of like
They'll share the
It's-
Ronaldo's the
actually-
risky option.
it's
Yeah.
he could,
He
could, and
He can get it.
He has to. That's the thing. He has
I
to
think
do
he
it.
has to do it.
He
Based
has
on
to
his
do it,
form, it's unpredictable.
Yeah, he's gonna be
But just
shaky.
age.
Which form?
But
His
he's from
international
Manchester
form?
United.
No, but you listen.
No, like with,
See,
with
that's
Ronaldo,
also,
I don't even think it's about
that's pure confidence, eh?
team or like the club he plays for, international team or whatever. Like I think it's one of those things where we have to see Ronaldo as a completely separated player because when he's playing for Portugal, he's always scoring.
He's got a hat trick.
Whether or not
Yeah.
what's happening in Manchester United or what's happening in Juve or whatever Real Madrid, for his international team is something different. He scored a hat trick not so long ago.
But why is no one talking
Yesterday.
about also Kylian Mbappe? We're forgetting about
I think it's
young
'cause-
talent that's very talented.
No, I think it's the attitude.
I feel like
That doesn't take away the talent.
No,
You
it
can
doesn't
have
take the talent.
that
but-
attitude like Balotelli and still bang those goals.
But it's a case
You
of
say, why-
that's why
why-
we're not talking about it. It's a case of it's almost
Well,
like
you
a
spoke
bad.
about him.
It's almost like a bad
I
taste.
wanted someone else.
It's
No.
almost like he's left a bad taste in everyone's mouth there in terms of like him as a
Whatever.
person. So that's why we're like, screw it, we don't want to. We
After
don't
the whole
want to
PSG,
do it.
PayPal.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
to the next one, what do we?
Golden glove, boy.
Golden glove.
Assist, top assister.
Messi. I can.
Yeah,
just
Messi.
say that.
Messi?
Messi or De Bruyne?
Yo, KDB. Yes.
KDB.
KDB, my number one, KDB.
Nah, the thing is,
That man.
I say Brazil's gonna win the World Cup. I need to back that up by saying Neymar's gonna actually provide the goals for the team. Because how can I say Brazil's gonna win the World Cup?
That's
when
gonna
I'm
be
saying
very tough
top
one.
assist is going to be someone from Portugal, maybe.
It can
from
happen.
Who
Brazil.
knows?
It can happen.
Maybe for
They-
Belgium.
Brazil can
No.
share the goals.
I
They
think
can
I
share the goals
I
and
think,
win the World
I
Cup.
think Neymar, that guy's he's a genius. He's gonna keep those passes on the ball. You can't mark him.
KDB, boy.
His talent.
You can't mark him. His vision. Look at the youngsters. They just want to run.
Yeah,
They
but
just get the
KDB
ball. Just
but
want to
KDB,
run
my
all the
man.
time.
But Belgium,
Look at that
I don't see
attack,
them
though.
getting very far.
Look
you
at
know?
that
If they
attack.
do, KDB.
Yeah.
But I think like
How's
one
that
of those
is gonna be
things like
starting lineup?
KDB.
Look how good guys are, bro.
How's it starting lineup with the
Carrasco.
family here? Carrasco is good, but Hazard is gonna play every game and he doesn't deserve
No,
to
it
play.
depends. She's also got a brother. How's that other Kazaki? Got a brother.
Yeah. So this World Cup, it's just there's a lot of factors in it that I don't think anyone can consider all the factors.
It hasn't even started yet, so.
It hasn't even started. Qatar could do madness and win their own
What do
World
you mean
Cup
it hasn't started?
some corruption
Yeah, the
things.
thing is-
Anyway, but yeah, so guys, I'm gonna cut it off here.
Golden
We
glove.
got-
Golden glove, quick one.
So wait, let's tie it off.
Wait.
What? Sorry.
We're gonna check.
Golden glove.
Technical check.
That one's fine. I'm just gonna say we're gonna cut it off now. Yeah, we
Golden
Golden glove quickly.
Golden glove. Last one.
That's a big one. It's a big one.
One more thing quickly, one more thing. Breakout player
Boys,
from this
culture.
Okay. Click the
Bring
button.
me.
breakout player, like your dark horse player,
Yeah.
who's gonna actually
Somebody
shine.
that's just
That's
gonna
just
perform.
gonna
Just like how
just
just like how Mario Götze. Just out of
Just
nowhere, you
out of
don't even
nowhere,
know where it's
just-
coming from.
just
Diego
from
Forlan
nowhere.
2010.
So the
James
James Rodriguez.
James Rodriguez.
So the breakout
Dumfries,
player I
boy.
think is going to be for this
Hey.
World Cup is probably going to be someone from England. That's the problem there.
That's not is that a
That's
problem?
The problem.
That's
It's
the
not
problem.
How is that a problem?
Because I want Argentina to win. That's
Next
the
thing, Di
problem.
Maria is the.
Di Maria's
Star-
starting something
Yeah,
from
boy.
2006 there, boy.
I'm still
I think we
asking,
need
man.
this.
I want us to say this because
I think we're
obviously
gonna talk about it now.
Liverpool fan.
Actually, now you're gonna make me change my mind. Bro.
Golden glove.
Allison.
Golden
Alisson.
gloves.
Yeah, it's Allison.
I've got two.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, you guys saw him in the Champions League final. Let's be real here.
Thibaut
Courtois.
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 Courtois, I think
If
he's
he
the best.
performs,
I think he's the best goalkeeper in the World Cup.
he can.
But it's
Yeah,
According to his
I
team,
think one of the best.
So I've got
One
two.
of
There's
the best.
Courtois, and then
Alisson's
there's my
also
boy
quite
Manuel
good.
Neuer.
Nah, I think he's got the
Actually,
experience. I think he's got the
Wasn't he playing in
experience.
2006? The World Cup?
No,
in
no,
Germany?
no.
No.
Nah.
No, it was 2012.
Ah.
2010 in the reserve.
He was writing in Mexican.
2010.
boy.
Still writing next week.
Yeah.
Brilliant day. You know when he's acting like when you're acting like you're writing there's nothing. Because the invigilator's boss.
Every time it's Afrikaans.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna cut us off there because we're gonna run out. We're gonna literally could go all night chatting about this thing.
And
so.
we need to go play some FIFA. So
Yeah.
That's just South Africa's a load shedding.
Some of us still have to
No
do it.
shit,
Anyway, yeah. But anyway, guys, so this has been your boy Sandals. We are going to make a channel for our own podcast here, but this is the first pilot episode. It's going to be placed here and on the channel, and the description will be in the link below. Okay. All right. All
And-
these guys, instance
and
of all
our
of that there. Yeah.
Instagram.
There you go. Yeah.
Follow me, babe.
So yeah. Let's say peace out and enjoy.
In my veins.
This guy.
Ice in my veins.
Alright, thank you guys.
Fucking beautiful. Boys, first podcast.
So guys,